What's going on, guys? I'm Mighty back at again with the Weekly Rush Skins videos, and today we have something that I was definitely not actually expecting to happen. We have the Ladybug set returning, and now that's actually because someone's supposed mother made a post on Twitter. This screenshot will be up now, to Playrust, Helk, Gary, and Alistair, saying, "Hello, my son has autism and is hyper obsessed with ladybugs. He really loves to play your game, and it would mean the world to him if the rest of the Ladybug clothes were released for us to surprise him with. All the best." Alistair liked the post, right? And here they are. The Ladybug bloody metal chest plate and the metal face mask are in. Of course, we do have to take this as a serious thing and assume that the kid actually, does have these things and this is legit. But I'm just going to say it now. Sure, it could be legit. I'm sure it is legit. And congrats on getting the Ladybug stuff in. But if it isn't legit, this is some big brain plays of market manipulation in a way. So anyone could have made this, could have made some post saying that they're their mother and then gotten their skins, accepted, or some things. So you could have bought up a whole bunch of Ladybug hoodie and pants and then made this post and then gotten the Metal Gear accepted, so it goes up. And trust me, it has gone up. I'm going to show you a screenshot of what that market situation is currently looking like for the hoodie right now and the pants right now. Anyway, clearly they've gone up by quite a bit. So the mother has made another post saying, "OMG, thank you all so much for the help, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. I cannot thank you enough. He is going to be very excited to hear the news. Love heart, love heart, love heart, love heart, love heart, love heart, love heart." That is actually pretty insane that this mother has pretty much gotten Rust to accept this new Ladybug metal chestplate and face mask. In fact, they're not even new skins, they're actually pretty old. So definitely good on her and congrats to the skin maker, but that's just actually insane. So let's get started with that. Just quickly looking at the overall shop though, looks like we've got a whole bunch of re-releases of continued sets. Then we've also got a Rebar Rock, and we have a Loot Lord Armored Door. I can't remember if the Loot Lord is a continuation of the set or not, but off the top of my head, I truly can't remember. Let's get started with the Metal Gear though. You guys have all heard the story now, but this is indeed a continuation of the Ladybug set. We've had the hoodie and the pants so far, and now we have the Metal Gear. So of course we don't yet have the kilt, we don't have road sign, and we don't have the boots and gloves. Whether they're going to actually continue or not, that's definitely going to be another question, but these are going for $1.35 each, standard store price for clothing and armor, and that's actually a really good price for them to be at. And also, finally, for one thing's bloody accepted with a standard store price, unlike the Poseidon Thompson, which we'll talk about later. But overall, this metal chest plate and the metal face mask, in my opinion, are going to be good investments, especially if stuff like this is pulled off in the future and the set's actually complete. Overall, I will recommend investing in both of them. This is a similar situation to the B cosplay stuff. Of course, it's pretty much the exact same thing in the camouflage. Overall, I would recommend getting the face mask over the chest plate, but it really does depend on what's going to be selling more. I would recommend getting the item that sells less than the item that sells more, of course, for demand and oversaturation. But overall, that was my Discord. Ignore that. Overall, I would recommend getting both of the items. I do think that they're going to be good investments, and ignore that message as well. So, all right, let's get started now with the Azul LR300. Now, this is also unexpected. I wasn't expecting to see another Azul item coming out for quite a while. In fact, my chat has been actually popping off about Azul lately, and Captain Look seems to be in love with it. So overall, going for $2.75 is standard store price for weapons and tools. That's definitely a good thing. The Azul set was pretty successful, although unfortunately, I don't think LRs are the best investments, and that is because, of course, you cannot craft the LRs, and not everyone in Rust can obtain an LR. Of course, you can go to the Bandit camp and buy it for, what, 750, 500 scrap. I guess it depends on what server you're playing on. So it is actually pretty easy to get, of course. If you're playing on vanilla, then you might struggle if you are a newer player. And that is the reason why I'm not going to recommend investing in the LR300 for this week, just because a lot of people will struggle to get the LR, whether they be bad at PvP, not very good at farming, etc., just not very good at the game in general. Only $2.75 though, so if you pick it up as a play skin, I do think you can make a little bit of money off of it, but overall I'm not going to recommend investing in the Azul LR off of the Rotterdam store for this week. Although it is nice to see the Azul coming back. Alrighty, moving over to the Poseidon Thompson. This is a big dog skin. Everyone loves the Poseidon stuff made by Bad Trip, of course. Going for $4.15, so we're already starting off at a bad price. This is much more expensive than the standard store price for weapons and tools on the Rotterdam store. And I do actually think that that is going to impact the stonks on the Poseidon Thompson, which is a shame. So overall, I would recommend getting this one with a buy order off of the community market instead of investing in it off of the Rotterdam store. And that is simply because it's starting at $4.15. I actually do think even buying it at $4.15, you can make money, but I'm still going to recommend getting it with a buy order, as I do think you're going to be able to get it for cheaper than $4.15. In my opinion, the Thompson is very meta right now, especially with the holo, but unfortunately, I do think that, of course, the gun can change in the future by face punch. I do think it's unlikely that that's going to happen, but I do think that you're going to be able to get the Poseidon Tommy skin for a bit cheaper on the community market with a buy order, rather than you having to buy it for $4.15 off of the Rotterdam store. And I do definitely think you're going to be able to make more money off of it doing so. So overall, I will recommend investing in the Poseidon Thompson, but I definitely recommend getting it off of the community market with a buy order instead. Right, I'm moving over to the Solar Python. Now, this is a continuation of the Solar set. Now, we've just had the Solar MP5 accepted, and these already don't even look like they're the same color. The Solar MP5 was a little bit more orange. This looks a little greeny, greeny yellow, I guess. This is going for $2.75, standard store price for weapons and tools. And overall, I don't think Pythons are very good investments, and I don't think the Solar set is really going to pop off, to be honest. The Solar MP5 has 215 quantity on the community market, going for $1.62. Now, that's not very good, but it is also to be expected with the MP5s. Of course, everyone's using MP5s at the moment, and that's why the quantity is so high, which is also why the price is so low. But unfortunately for the Python, I think they just skipped over so quickly that I don't think Pythons are very good investments. And so I'm not going to recommend investing in the Solar Python for this week. And I also don't think the Solar skin set has a high enough demand, and so I don't think that it's actually going to have a high enough demand to increase its value on the community market. So for that reason, I'm not going to recommend investing in the Solar Python off the Rotterdam store for this week. Moving over to the Venomous MP5, going for $2.75, also standard store price, surprisingly. This is a continuation of the Venomous set, and currently we've only had two other weapons for the Venomous set, and that is the Venomous Shot Python, coincidentally, and also the Venomous Bow. So two weapons that aren't very good when it comes to investing, although their quantities aren't very high either. The Python has 58 quantity on the community market, going for $2.18, below standard store price, and the Venomous Bow has 57, going for $3.11. So that one's made a little tiny bit of money. Overall, the Venomous MP5, what do I think of it? I don't think that it's going to perform as bad as the Bow or the Python on the community market, just because I do think the MP5 is a more widely used weapon in comparison to the other two. But I also don't think it's going to perform very well at the start. So I also think you're probably going to be able to get this one for a little bit cheaper on the community market, but overall MP5s are always a good long-term investment. And so I do think that the Venomous MP5 either way will make you money. So for that reason, I will recommend investing in the Venomous MP5 off of the Rotterdam store or the community market. As I said, I do think you're going to be able to get a little bit cheaper on the community market with the buy order. So if you want to maximize your potential profits, I'd recommend doing that. But if you don't really care and you just want to pick up the Venomous MP5 as a play skin, pick it up from the Rotterdam store. You'll be supporting the skin creator, and also I do think you'll be making profits overall. So overall, I will recommend investing in the Venomous MP5 off the Rotterdam store for this week. Alrighty, moving on to the final weapon or tool, we have the Rebar Rock, going for $2.75. I don't know how long this has actually been in the community market for, but I do recall seeing this a couple of times. Overall, it's just a metal rock skin, where it looks like a bar has been kind of melted and molded down into a rock. not too bad looking, but also, honestly, I don't think it's a very standout looking rock skin. I do definitely think it looks cool, but I don't think that it's going to have a very high demand either. Although, in saying that, we do have 43 rock skins, and only 1 out of the 5 pages are below $2.75. So I really don't think that rock skins are a very unsafe investment. So don't get me wrong there. Although, honestly, I do think that there are some nicer looking rock skins for less than $2.75 on the community market as well. And so for that reason, I'm not going to recommend investing in the Rebar Rock skin off of the Rustam store for this week. Alrighty, moving over to the Loot Lord Armored Door. Now, I'm pretty sure this isn't a continuation of a set. I think this is a new one. Could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's definitely not though. So what we're looking at here is a cheeky armored door going for $3.45. It is a glowing deployable. So that is the standard store price for glowing deployables usually. It is an armored door, as I just said. And by the looks of it, we've got the elite crate, military crate. I'm not sure what the middle crate's supposed to be. If it is meant to be a crate, possibly it's meant to be the airdrop or something. And then we have the toolbox at the top. Overall, what do I think of the skin? To be honest, I don't really like it. I think it looks a little bit flat. It doesn't really have that 3D effect. And I do think that the glow in the dark looks a little bit weird, like it's completely black in the middle. I don't love that, to be honest. So for $3.45, I don't think it's going to be a crazy investment, especially when a lot of people will have the glowing single armored door that you got for free from that Twitch event. Or you could spend the exact same amount of money, $3.45, or place a buy order and get it for cheaper, and get the Hellgate armored door that is also glowing. So, I mean, to be honest, overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in the Loot Lord armored door. I just don't really think it's a very standout, and I don't think it looks fantastic in the day or the night, to be completely honest. So overall, for $3.45, I'm not going to recommend investing in the Loot Lord armored door off of the Rustam store, even though it is a pay-to-win item in my opinion. I just don't think it's going to make you profits. Of course, if this does become a set, or if the set does continue, then there is a potential for the price of this to increase. But if you want to invest in it, I'd recommend placing a buy order on the community market and getting it from there. So overall, I will not recommend investing in the Loot Lord armored door for this week. Finally, moving over to the final skin of the week, we've got the Scientific Electrical Storage Box, and this is going for $3.45. It is a glowing deployable, and it is a continuation of a pretty successful set, the Scientific Storage set. Electrical, in my opinion, isn't going to perform very well. I do think this is one that you're going to be able to get off of the community market for cheaper than what it's selling for on the Rustam store. Honestly, I think it's too niche, and not many people are going to be running around with their bloody electrical boxes in their base. I do think that most people are probably going to chuck their bloody large solar panels and batteries and stuff like that into their comps box if they have that, and overall, or their dump box. And overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in the Scientific Electrical Storage Box off of the Rustam store for this week for those reasons. Mainly just because, as I said, it's too niche. It's $3.45. Of course, it is a glowing deployable, so it is still beneficial to have in your base. But overall, I do think there is better skins to have in your base. There's better scientific storage boxes of the same set to have in your base for your electrical, things. So overall, not going to recommend investing in this one. Honestly, you could get it for a little bit cheaper with a buy order on the community market. But really, as an investment, I'd honestly pass on it just completely. So overall, I'm not going to recommend investing in that one. And now we move over to the cart. Alrighty guys, this is my cart for this week. So I'm not getting one of everything for once. I'm not getting the rock. I'm not getting the Python. I'm not getting the box, the electrical storage box. It's only going to cost me $22.55. I'm getting 3 of the Azul, the Ladybug Cosplay Chestplate, 4 of the Ladybug Cosplay Facemasks, 1 Azul LR, 1 Poseidon Tommy. Oh, I am getting a storage box. Oh, looks like I accidentally clicked on that. Looks like I'm buying a Scientific Electrical Storage Box as well. And I'm also getting 1 Venomous MP5. Didn't even realize I clicked on it. Anyway, looks like I'm getting almost one of everything anyway. Going to cost me $22.55. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And remember, have a skizz one.
Why?